Gaurakata Damadaya Nagaragramatharine Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschati Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna. All devotees, welcome all of you on behalf of ISKCON Kulai Mangalore Temple, Sri Radha Govinda Temple
Hare
and
Krishna Mataji.
Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much for joining on time. So I welcome once again all of you. And today, the 1/3, like the first, which is Karma Yoga, we'll be completing today. Tomorrow onwards, we'll be starting with Bhakti Yoga. Okay, so today's also, again, it's a very, very wonderful topic today. Yoga. That is, we'll talk about Ashtanga Yoga. Hare Krishna, just all of you, just confirm for once whether you are able to see my screen and am I audible?
Yes,
Right?
Mataji. Yes,
Okay.
Mataji.
Hare Krishna. So Karma Yoga is going to culminate, but it will culminate, of course, in Bhakti. Whether it is Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Dhyana Yoga, whatever it is, Bhakti is the ultimate. So till yesterday, we saw that is how to be in Krishna conscious. Right? See, actually, very frankly, I'll tell you, after many people, many devotees I have interacted, they all have tried this Ashtanga Yoga, then come to ISKCON. Most of us, because these days so many health issue, so many lifestyle, because of everything, everyone wants some remedy. So immediately they all join yoga. But what is the real yoga? Is it simply by body posture? Is that what we call as yoga? Generally, we do, asan. That is asan. But there is a misconception that asan only is called nowadays yoga. But yunj is the root dhatu from which yoga has come. So yoga means union. Union with whom? Union with that supreme, ultimate. Which in this chapter only, today's chapter only, I think. Yuktagara vigarasya yukta chetasya karmashu. Yukta swapnavabodhasya yoga karmashu kaushalam. See, all regulated. We say lifestyle is because of the lifestyle, it leads to so many problems these days, right? But yukta ahara, regulated eating. Yukta chetasa, regulated working. Yukta swapnava, regulated sleeping. So 6 hours, regulated sleeping, sleep early, early to bed, early to wake up, early to rise. This is a proverb. Again, for lifestyle, we say early to bed, early to rise. All these
Makes a
things are
man healthy, wealthy, and wise.
exactly beautiful. Correct, Mataji. Makes a man wise. That is why we see very less wise people these days. We say no, common sense is commonly not available these days. Actually, there was a seminar in Europe. So it was on diabetics. Many doctors were discussing about with so many case studies, etc., etc. Finally, one doctor said there that this medicine was given 5,000 before by Krishna. Prevention for diabetics. What did he say? This is the formula, what I told just now. Yukta ahara, regulated eating, regulated sleeping, regulated working hours. That is the formula for prevention of sugar, diabetics. So if these things are regulated, there is no question of having these problems. Sleep apnea and diabetics, especially thyroid and all, if all those, there are special asanas for thyroid. If these asanas are done, there is no, especially Sarvangasana. Thyroid problem will not be there. But anyway, lifestyle, that's all. Okay. Hare Krishna. So some of the very vague and weird pictures are given for yoga. So do we say is this the yoga? That is right. All these things are considered as yoga? Definitely. These all are, what do you say? So some sannyasis, they want to grab the attention of normal people, right? So for that matter, they do. This is the so-called sophisticated yoga. Office yoga, chair yoga, face yoga. These things are not part of the yoga system which we talk about. Patanjali yoga system. Patanjali at least okay. One of the what is that? Philosophy. Shad Darshan. After that, Patanjali also comes. But Kapila Muni, he taught this yoga system to his mother. That was a long back. She accepted him as her own guru, and he taught the whole yoga system. If you go to Srila Prabhupada's books in the Veda base, there we have Kapil's teaching. Kapil's teaching. He had taught the entire system to his mother. Okay, Hare Krishna. So these all are not yoga. This is office yoga, lunch yoga. This is goat yoga. We call there is a Marjorie Asan. Marjorie Asan is like, cat and dog pose asan. Then Gomukha Asan, cow pose asan. And the beauty is, most of these asans are taking the shape of animals. Marjorie Asan, animal. Gomukha Asan, animal. Bakasan, animal. Why? Why these animals are given so much importance in yoga? Because they don't have to work for flexibility, right? You might have noticed if you're a dog lover pet, the moment the dog sees the master, it fully stretches his body and it falls. It's like paying obeisances. We all human beings need to be told to pay obeisances. Flat you fall, things like that. But these animals, no one has to teach them, no? That is why. That's why it is, most of the asanas are named after. Not only that, if we do that particular asan, that particular quality we will get. Like Gomukhasan. If we do Gomukhasan, our focus will be entirely, it will improve, and we will be able to focus a lot. That is why it is Gomukhasan, Gomukha. It is like, a broad face is coming very narrow. That means it is to focus. All the attentions brought at one point, and we are able to focus. So the asanas have been named after animals, many asanas. Okay. This is what is Ashtanga Yoga. Ashtanga. Ashtanga means Ashta. Ashta means 8. It's Yam, Niyam, Asan, Pranayam, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyan, Samadhi. M is external disciplines. See, externally, we have to talk truth to others. We should not, or we are not supposed to, ahimsa, or we are not supposed to do any violence with others. We are not supposed to aparigraha, accumulate things like anything. So, M, Satyam, Shaucham, Satyam, Brahmacharyam, Aparigraha. Asteyam. Satyam Asteyam. Non-stealing. Truth, non-stealing. Non-violence. Ahimsa. Then Brahmacharya. Aparigraha. Brahmacharya, you all know. Celibacy. Aparigraha is not accumulating things. We can't accumulate more than what we need because it doesn't belong to us. What is in our quota, we have got. More than that, if you try to accumulate, it is equal to intruding into others' property or stealing others' property. Otherwise, also, we all are thief, you know that? I'll say we all are thief. we steal sunlight, we steal air, everything. What do we do? Do we pay anything in return for the air and the sun, etc.? No, somebody else's property we have stolen. So that means we all are thief. So not only that, like ahimsa. We were talking about aparigraha, right? Aparigraha, non-accumulating. This accumulation leads to inflation. More than what is needed if people buy, it will lead to inflation. We all know that. Why? Because there the demand supply problem comes. It doesn't match, then it leads to inflation. So simply aparigraha, don't accumulate more than what is needed. And celibacy is also very, very important. In yoga, celibacy, because that illicit sex, etc. Not only that, the people lose lots and lots and lots of energy in that process. So that energy has to be conserved. So we need to be away from sex life. That is because wherever it is in Krishna consciousness, it is said, we have to, the couples, those who are planning for a child, they have to go through Garbhadana Sanskara. That is a chant for 50 times before they unite. 50 times, and keeping the Lord in mind so that Krishna conscious children are produced. So M comes ahimsa, asteya, and satyam, aparigraha, and celibacy. What is that? Brahmacharya. Okay, these are all in M. M means externally what it's like rules and regulation. What we are supposed to follow, what we are obstinate, what we are imbibe. That is known as Yam and Niyam. Niyam is internal. Niyam does not deal with others. It is Shaucham, Santosham. Then Tapa, Swadhyaya, Ishvara Pranidhanani. 5 things come under Niyam also. What are they? Shaucham, Satyam. Truth is, we have to be truthful for ourselves, not only to prove for others. Shaucham, purity, not only external but also internal purity. Tapa, austerity. Then Swadhyaya, that we tell in ISKCON also, we keep telling, no, how much ever you hear, at least 1 or 2 pages every day we have to read. Swadhyaya. Till the time that, yes. Scriptures, sadhus, and spiritual master. Then Swadhyaya. That is, hearing is not only sufficient, we have to read self. So these 5 are Niyam. Yam and Niyam. Asan, there are so many types of asanas. Talasan, Vrikshasan, Mandukasan, and what is that? So Chakrasan, Shishasan, and Vipreet Karani. So many asanas are there. But one thing I'll tell you, unless and until we make our body to listen to us, the mind will not listen to us. So before, that is what in the 2nd and 3rd chapter and all Krishna told, go from the gross to the subtle. Gross means the foremost gross is senses. At least we can see the sense organs. Mind we can't see. So that we have to control our senses. To control our senses, yoga is the best practice. Because by doing yoga, we focus on different parts of our body. That time, our senses are not active. So it is said generally, most of the time, any asana you do, that focuses on the breathing. If at all not on breathing, we are supposed to concentrate on particular portion of our body. Like what is that? Mandukasan we do. When we do Mandukasan, we are supposed to concentrate on our navel portion. Only there. No other. And by doing that, we would have focused or meditated on the important organs of our body. Then, when we have made our body flexible, when we have made our body to listen to us by giving instructions to the body, we keep listening to instruction, fold, hold, leave, all those things. So that is how the senses are controlled. My senses will not be seeing many objects when we are doing yoga. Senses will not be hearing the melodious or something. Background music may be going on, but otherwise there will be no noise. Okay, so Yam Niyam Asan. Pranayam. Pranayam is that cessation of incoming and outgoing breathing with a regular interval. At a particular interval, we breathe in, hold for a particular time, and we breathe out. So that is pranayam, cessation of incoming and outgoing air. What is meant by cessation? When you want, you will release. When you want to hold, you will hold. When you want to breathe in, you will breathe in. How will we know, Mataji? We have not been trained for that. Fine, that is what. We will be. You know, prana, actually speaking, the chanting, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. When we chant also, pranayam is taking place. Full mantra 2 times. Try to hold the breath and say. It's like long pranayams. Okay. So, Yam Niyam Asana and pranayam. Okay, pratyahara also we can take, and these things, all these things are internal with ourselves. We don't deal with others. But external, that is dharana, sorry, I said this Yam Niyam Asana Pranayam Pratyahara is with outside. That is with the air, with the body, etc. Dharana, Dhyan, Samadhi, they are the internal part of the internal part of the Ashtanga Yoga. How in Dharana we try to focus on one thing, but the mind will not be that easily listening to us, tuned. So obviously, when we say focus on something, the mind may drag you. Immediately we have to give do tappat lagake, we have to bring our mind back. Hey, come here, mind. Don't go anywhere. What we have to do, we can look for, and like what to say? Pratyagara is like kurmangani va. We said no, the tortoise withdraws its senses. Like that, we have to always keep our senses under control. Pratyahara. It's a very nice thing. Pratyahara. Own only what is required. What is in your quota. What is in others' quota, don't even protrude in that. Then the clash will come. Is it not? But still, I have heard many people having almost around 100 saris, 30, 40 shoe pairs. People are there. So pranayam, next pratyahara, dharana. Dharana and dhyan. Pratyahara, dharana, dhyan. They are in the same line. How? Now, after you have learned, practiced to focus totally, and what will happen is the mind will try focusing on the what do you call that, for the murti. Generally it is. Generally we imagine, sir, there is some murti or something. What happens when we meditate, our mind will be roaming around. But after roaming around for some time, if the same murti or same figure, whatever we have already imagined in our mind, if it comes back to that, then dhyana is taking place. Otherwise, it is only dharana. It's not dhyana. So what is the difference between dharana and dhyana? It is all beautifully given in Patanjali Yoga Sutra. Aprasanyata samadhi, pragyata samadhi. That means when the same figure is coming back, so that means we are into the dhyana state. Asamprajnata, prajnata. Okay? Asamprajnata. We are not able to, same figure is not coming into our mind. We are not able to imagine that one. And obviously, if you are not able to imagine the same figure, we are not prepared for samadhi. So first dharana. Dharana is meditation. When the meditation little bit is prolonged for a little longer duration, then it is dharana. Then last one is samadhi. Okay, samadhi is union. It is said they have merged with the Supreme Lord. That is samadhi. Yam niyamasan, pranayam pratyahara, dharana, dhyan, samadhi. Okay, Hare Krishna. Actually, you may ask, all of a sudden, why those PowerPoints came? What was the need? Can anyone of you tell me? Hare Krishna. It's not moving. These all are different types of asana people perform. Office yoga, face yoga, etc. Now comes Ashtanga yoga once again. Ashtanga. What is it? Dharana Dhyan. One more time. Yam niyam asan pranaya pratyahara. These all are externally we have to control. Dharana Dhyan Samadhi internally. So the union or the integration between mind and see generally what is yoga, one more definition, there's a union between our mind and our words. The tongue does not speak the same words what the mind tells. Mind may be saying something, don't go. But all your senses will be saying, go, 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 go. We neglect the mind and we go. So, dharana, dhyan, samadhi. Very important. This is these three angas. 1 minute, someone Mataji has written. Homework, that is. I request all of you to take care of the attendance also. Please fill in the attendance. Hare Krishna. Yamni, Sneha Mataji has joined. Attendance link is there. One minute, Mataji, I'm making you co-host. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Okay. Yam niyamasan, pranayam pratyahara, dharana dhyan samadhi. So dharana dhyan samadhi always say together. And the other things are external related. When we do asana, or when we do pranayam, etc., many may be doing. And not only that, we are dependent, reliable on the external factors for them. But the other three, internal factors. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Yes, yam. It's a given here. Oh, okay. He should live alone in a secluded place and should always be carefully control his mind. Whoever is following yama, that is, it is not only this much, as I told, Satyam Asteya Ahimsa, Dharna Dhyan, sorry, Brahmacharya and Aparigraha. Then comes Niyam. Niyam is again, it is like first Shaucham, Santosham, then Tapa. Tapa is a very important factor there. Tapa is austerity. People do a lot of austerity. Early morning they wake up and they may be doing lot of things. So that is known as austerity. Then we were in Niyam. Shaucham, Santosham. Shaucham, cleanliness, Santosham. Then Tapa, Swadhyaya, Ishvara Pranidhanani. See here, Ishvara Pranidhanani is included. People cannot say that his Patanjali Yoga Sutra is totally irreligious or adharma. No. It is, yoga system is all well versed with our Vedic culture system. That temperate in his habits of eating, sleeping, and working and recreation. This we saw already. Then Yuktahara Viharasya, just now I said, right? So Yukta means appropriate, regulated. Regulated eating, regulated sleeping, and regulated working. Asanas. We can't simply, wherever we want to sit, you can't do it. It will not give the same benefits. Lay kusha grass on the ground and then cover it with deer skin. The seat should neither be too high nor too low. One second. Do anyone want to read? Is anyone interested in reading? Hare Krishna, raise your hand.
Mataji.
Yeah, read Mataji. Because I myself read, it will be boring. Read. Yes.
Ma'am, this carefully control his mind, this one?
Yeah, you start from asana, Mataji. Lay kushagra.
Okay. Lay kusha grass on the ground and then cover it with a deer skin. The seat should neither be too high nor too low and should be situated in a sacred place. One should hold one's body, neck, and head erect in a straight line and stare steadily at the tip of the nose. Thus, with an unagitated, subdued mind, devoid of fear, completely free from sex life, one should meditate upon me.
Pranayam also, Mataji.
Okay. Pranayam. Uh, Practice stopping the movement of the outgoing breath into the incoming and incoming breath into the outgoing, and thus
Mataji, there is no sound.
Sorry, Mataji, I was muted. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, I was telling why kushagra. Kushagrass is needed because when the yogis meditate in the forest, what happens? That reptiles come and the reptiles may harm the yogis. That is the reason. If it is like little high, and the deer skin is very, very important. Because of the deer skin smell, these reptiles won't approach the yogi. This is very important. That's the reason it's given. Kusha also. They are afraid of that. They don't come. So kusha and with little elevated. And of course, the seat should be neither too high nor too low. And the body, neck, body, all these things should be erect. No bending. That is very, very important for asana. Only then we will attain the actual flexibility of our body with which objective we are, many people, with the objective of what many do? Asana. Okay. So asana and pranayam, any doubt? And Krishna recommends, this is very important. Krishna recommends seeing at the tip of the nose. That is right. So what we should do while chanting also, anyway we know one hand is involved. The other hand, it's better. Generally people try to keep it in Simha Mudra. And then Nasagraha, very, very important. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Like we chant, no, that time also we can do pranayam. It's like how many Hare Krishna We will take intake. How many we will leave? Initially, it may take little extra time. But if you practice, nothing is impossible, right? Krishna is going to tell in this chapter only. Arjuna will ask 2 questions. For that, he will say, okay. Pratyahara, cessation of material existence. Pratyahara means non-accumulation of anything. I need more. 50 pairs of shoes, 100 pairs of dresses. This is against Pratyahara. This is a cessation has not taken place in those people's mind. I mean, cessation of what? A desire for materialistic things. That has not yet taken place. So once that takes place, we call it as Pratyahara. Then now comes Dharana, Dhyan, Samadhi. These all are internal. We have to, other things also, we human practice. But the beauty, okay, I'll ask later. Dharana, disciplines. Yeah, who is reading?
Mataji, I will read.
Yeah, read, Mataji.
From Dharna, Mataji.
Yeah.
Dharna 6.18 disciplines his mental activities and becomes situated in transcendence. Devoid of all material desires, he is said to have attained yoga. Dhyana 6.19 as a lamp in a windless place does not waver. Mataji, it has gone, huh? As a lamp in a windless place does not waver, so the transcendentalist, whose mind is controlled, remains always steady in his meditation on the transcendent self. Samadhi 6.20 to 23. One is never shaken even in the midst of great difficulty. This indeed is, I can't read. This indeed is, there's a ISKCON symbol there.
Actual Mataji.
This is
ACTUAL, actual.
This indeed is actual freedom from all miseries.
And free from material contact. Okay, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
In Samadhi, they are totally aloof from the material contact. They are in trance. Okay, Dharana. Dharana is simply meditation, it is. Meditation means in the beginning we can say it's only focus, not even meditation. It is only mind focus. So mind focus is known as dharana. Dhyana is meditation. But this meditation is how? As the lamp, if we keep under the fan, it will be oscillating and it will go off. If you do not want the lamp to go off, what is that? You want to have the steadiness. So we have to focus only in our incoming and outgoing breath. Only then this will take place. So dhyana is like a person who is sitting, who is doing dhyana. What he will do? He will be like, it's not like wavering. In the waves keep on coming and going, not like that. Still, no thought. It's known as in our chitta, there is no thought. Well, now you will ask me, what is chitta? Chitta is before the mind. That is the soul. Soul is covered by the false ego. I has covered the soul. And then comes the 3 modes of material nature. And then, what do you call? Chitta. Chitta is also, it is more subtler than mind. Mind itself is subtler, Chitta vritti, have you heard about it? In Chitta only all the impressions are written. Whatever.
Mataji, is it
yes.
man? Chit, is it
No,
man?
no, Mataji. It's not mind. That's what I'm saying. It's a layer between the false ego and the mind. Okay? Mind is different. Mind makes plan. But Chitta, no. Chitta is not functional directly. In Chitta, whatever we desire will be written. Okay? It remains always steady in his meditation on the transcendent self. Samadhi, one is never shaken, even in the midst of greatest difficulty. Nobody is shaken. And this indeed is actual freedom from all miseries. What are the miseries? Adhyatmik, Adibhautik, and Adidaivik. So once we get into Samadhi, Samadhi means what? What? Nothing shakes. In the sense, our mind is not wavering. If the mind wavers, only all other sense organs will be wavering. So nothing, everything has come to a standstill. Samadhi. So dharana, pratyahara, pratyahara I didn't see. Pratyahara is accumulating more than what is needed. If I need only 2 pairs of shoes, 2 pair is fine. Instead, leaving 5 or 10 also, we may think, Arey, who is going to check like that? But we ourselves should check. Nothing we should own more than how much is necessary. Yes, that's a definition it is given here. Samadhi, one is never shaken. From Samadhi, next stage is merging with the Brahman only. We don't come down. So Samadhi stage is the ultimate stage in the 8 rung we can call. Okay, 8 levels of yoga ladder. What did you see the first one? First, in the yoga ladder, Krishna says that do your karma. Through karma only you can accumulate things. Things like you need certain things to perform your other type of yoga also. Are you willing to live this yoga system a try? Are you all? Try first, tell yourself. Okay. Hare Krishna, nobody has answered. Nobody
Yes,
showed you.
Mataji.
Yes. So you're willing to live this yoga system means how many years it will take? You have to go to a secluded place. You have to go to a secluded place wherein people are not there. You have to take your small child, it is also over there. And 2 years it is said. They say to start the training. They did not say that they will give. They said to start the system of doing yoga. It's so difficult. You have to go to a secluded place. It takes so many years to erect yourself and sit there properly. Then, fear of animal. There, I mean, in generally, I'm talking about that whatever dress, how to put it, for yoga, we need a separate, right? For even in yoga classes, you might have seen, no, a different set of dresses are given. A different set of places required. That is what is very, very important. In this yoga system, we have to go to a secluded place. Krishna said just now. And you have to control the breath. So it's all very difficult. Why I am saying it is difficult is Bhakti Yoga is much easier than this. Bhakti Yoga is simply you do all the activities and at the end of the day you say Sarvam Shri Krishna Arpanamastu. That's all. So Krishna will, say for example, if you need something while doing, are you willing to live a system? Live. Yoga has to become your life. But in the other systems in that sense, Bhakti Yoga. In Bhakti Yoga, in Karma Yoga, etc., there is a liberty to do. Anytime you can do. Here it is not like that. So certain very few limitations are there. Otherwise, it's okay. We can give a try. No problem. But this will take a long time. Of course, our normal traditional yoga system also will take, but somehow Krishna is recommending traditional yoga system, not this one. What happened? Oh no, it's not moved. One second. Thank God. Krishna. Okay. Now, this focus we were talking about. Arjuna. This example we have earlier also seen, that the bird on the tree. Here to see the shadow of the rotating fish at the time of Draupadi Swayamvar. This is, the Rishi Markandeya. He came on the way when our Panchabandavas were on exile. They were all doing lot of tapasya. That time he gave them boom. How to, that helped them to, that helped a lot during exile time for Panchabandavas. This is Kirat. This is one of the tribe. Actually, Lord Shiva wanted to check the prowess of Arjuna. So he kept on thinking how to fight. I need an opportunity, and he was regularly, for whatever it is, some time, he has been observing these people who, when they are Panjabandavas, when they are in the exile. So one day, what did he do? When Arjuna came for hunting, Arjuna was aiming a pig. He also shoot an arrow. So what happened? Arjuna came out, blessing in disguise. Arjuna came out, saw the what is that? Pig, and both of them started climbing. I only shot the first arrow. Both of them started fighting. Then finally Arjuna said, "Why don't you do one thing?" He was telling to Lord Shiva that Lord Shiva also means, why don't you do one thing? Whoever wants to have this pig, we will fight with each other. Okay, Lord Shiva agreed that was the purpose he did this. So both of them fought very, very vigorously. But during the fight only, Arjuna came to know the other party man who is fighting in front of me is not a normal human being. He came to know about that. So finally they came to a compromise. The Lord Shiva also, Kirat was also very happy, and he also gave him some booms, and he gave him Pasupasha Patasha Astra, that weapon. He gave them also. So 2 weapons he gave, and he told these 2 in the war, praying, remembering the Lord for that particular. It happens. There will be one weapon and there will be one Lord for that. So before anyone shoots this, they have to remember that Lord and then shoot. Then only there will be effect. It is told in Shastras. So we will see, if time permits, we will share that. And finally, he got Pachupatastra, Arjuna, after this fight. Naranarayan Rishi. Have you heard about Naranarayan? Badrikashram. Actually, Krishna, it is a Narayan here, it is a Naranarayan, it is none other than Arjuna. So Krishna, whenever he comes, he came in the Nara form. And they also, this is told for that in the yoga system, the more people who all are elevated in the yoga system, meeting them gives boom for the people who are performing or who are practicing yoga. So now Arjuna will ask some questions to Krishna. Chanchalam Kimanaha Krishna. Before this, the verse is very important. It's not given here. Chanchalam Kimana Krishna Pramati Balavadridam Tatsyagam Nigraham Manye Vayoriva Dushkaram. Who wants to read the meaning?
Mataji, I can.
Yes, Mataji.
For the mind is restless, turbulent, obstinate, and very strong. Oh, what is this?
Oh, you're not able. Krishna Mataji.
Oh, Krishna, and to subdue it, I think, is more difficult than controlling the wind.
So what is a beautiful question, right? He's saying even I can control the wind. I can control the speed of the wind, whatever, but I can't control the mind, because you yourself think you can sit here and go for entire world too. Your mind is that powerful. But other way, any other means of transport, if you take, it will take a long time. Even if it is some toy or something, we tell no, generally children, no, this is not a toy airplane. You buy it tomorrow, we can go to USA in this toy only, we say, right? But so here Krishna is, Arjuna is telling Krishna, for the mind is restless. Mind cannot be at peace for a single minute also. Obstinate and very strong, O Krishna, and to subdue it, I think it is more difficult than controlling the wind. So Krishna will reply now. Yeah. Krishna is saying, Asam Chayam Magabako Mano Durnigraham Chalam Abhyasa Yoga Yuktena Abhyasa Yogena Tata. Okay, Abhyasa and Yoga. Yeah. Vairagya. So, Abhyasa is practice, Vairagya is detachment. The Blessed Lord said, O mighty armed son of Kunti, it is undoubtedly very difficult to curb the restless mind. I agree with you. It's very, very difficult. As you said, difficult than controlling the wind. But it is not impossible. It is possible. How? By practice and detachment. So, Arjuna only telling, doing this yoga is very difficult. So that is why that slide came. You remember? Do you want to give a try for this yoga system? It is very, very difficult, is it not? For one whose mind is unbridled, self-realization is very, very difficult. Can we make our mind unbridled? No. The nature of the mind is to jump from tree to tree. That is why the mind has been compared to monkey by many, many sages. For one whose mind is unbridled, self-realization is very difficult. But he whose mind is controlled and who strives by right means it is assured of success. This is second chapter, one verse is there, no? Bandhuratmatmanastasya evatmana jitaha. One who has controlled, won over the mind. Anatmanatu shatrutve. So one who cannot win over the mind, for them the mind is shatrutve. Vairi. Vairi is also enemy. So that is what same. We have to train our mind. We have been learning from 3, 4, 5. To control the mind is very difficult. So what we have to control? Because the mind is very, very subtle, we have to start the control from the senses. We have no say about the sense object. What object will come in front of us, we don't know. But these senses will be attracted towards those objects. There our control has to start. That is why asana, pranayam, everything is given. One who practices a lot of pranayam, for the mind control is very, very easy. Because the more we breathe, the more mind oscillates. That's why just now I said, no, even in our, what you call chanting, we can practice pranayam. It's possible. But by practice, it's very difficult initially to do. But later, like how many times I am going to tell the Mahamantra in one breath. But we are not supposed to concentrate on that. That has to come automatically by practice. Concentration should be on the chanting and hearing the sound. Okay, so it is not very, impossible, but very, very difficult. By practice and detachment, we can control our mind. Yes, the same. Bandhur Atmatmanastasya. That is in this verse. Once again. In this chapter only, that is. I was thinking it was in second chapter. 6.6. Yeah. Yeah, that is in this. Sorry, I told by mistake. That's why I wanted to confirm. I said we already read it. Chapter 2. No, chapter 6 only. Bandhur atmatmanastasya yenatmavatmanajitaga anatmanastu shatrutve vartetaiva shatruvat. For whom? Who has conquered the mind? Who has conquered the mind? Mind is the best of friends, and but for one who has failed to do so, his mind will be their greatest enemy. Yeah. Oh, straight away it went here. Okay. What is the destination of someone who fails in achieving success? Now we will discuss for some time here, because these two verses are very, very important verses. Okay. So now Arjuna thinks, okay, Krishna, though it is very difficult, especially Kali Yuga, it's very, very difficult to find for a very, very sincere yoga trainer. It is very difficult, you know. All these yoga centers are money-making business. Sincerely, I'm telling you. Gym, etc., they all make money. Gym, in fact, it is not recommended at all. In Shastras, it is written, pranayam has got 20% more effect than asana. So no one has to worry, oh, I am very old, I can't do asana and all. No, in Ashtanga, one anga, if we don't do, it's not a problem. We can follow Yam very strictly. We can follow Niyam very strictly. If you are very, very aged, simply we can sit and do 2-3 asana, which is possible, you know, without straining the body. But that is also very difficult. Because yesterday I told you 1.1.10. Prana ye alpayush sabhyaka kalau asmin yuge janaga manda sumanda matayo manda bhagyo upakritaka. Kali Yuga, it is not possible. Manda bhagya. We are unlucky. We are distressed all the time. So to follow this yoga system is very, very difficult. So Arjuna, oh Krishna, you told me to practice, and that seems to be very difficult. So, okay, because you said I will follow, but at the end, if I don't succeed, what will happen? There's a proverb in Hindi, no? Na ghar ka, na ghat ka. That means what? Now, I'm not neither at home, nor I'm on the shore. Both the places. That means what? I am taken by the waves, gone away, gone with the wind. Okay. So he will ask one beautiful question in 6.40. And in that purport also, Srila Prabhupada has written very beautifully. Should I share that bit? He says, what will happen? Sometimes, you know, on the royal roads also accident can take place. So, oh Krishna, I will practice, but still, as on the royal road accidents can take place, I may also fail, right? So, if I fail in this yoga system, what will happen to me? Another analogy Srila Prabhupada has given. That is the cloud. See, cloud, you know, generally it goes in groups. But what happens slowly, when the clouds keep on traveling, one or two small clouds may come out of the group. And once it comes out, it keeps going, and it loses its identity. So that is why Arjuna is telling or asking Krishna, oh Krishna, if something as it happens, the cloud loses its identity. After practicing a lot, if we also lose our identity, he is not asking that Mr. Sarvopadi, he is not asking for the titles. He is simply asking for, at least if you have tried so much, there has to be some position. Yes. Krishna is answering. Beautiful answer. What is the destination of someone who fails in achieving success? Okay. It's generally said sometime what happen. 50-50. Some people leave, even if they join yoga system, etc., 30% only they do and leave. Some people, 70% they do and leave. Very, very, very rarely people achieve 100% success. So that is what Krishna... when Krishna told that this yoga system is easy, only you need to practice, Arjuna was so bewildered. He asked this question, what will happen? This is a beautiful answer, you see. After many, many years of enjoyment on the planets of the pious living entities, is born into a family of righteous people or into a family of rich aristocracy. Kule Bhavati Dhimatam, not Kule Bhavati. Kule Bhavati Dhimatam is a 42. अथवा योगिनामेव कुले भवति धीमताम् एतद्रि दुर्लभतरम्. It's very, very rare to achieve. It's given there, right? Rare in the world, such birth. Kule bhavati dhimatam. He takes his birth in a family of transcendentalists. Uchakul, kule bhavati dhimatam. Okay, who are already great yogis, who all are already in wisdom. And verily, such a birth is rare in this world. Shuchinam Shimatam Gehe Yogo Brashto Vijayate. So that is the previous one, 41. After many, many years of enjoyment on the planet of pious living entities, he is born into a family of righteous people or into a family of rich aristocracy. Okay, Krishna is saying, okay, don't worry. What will happen? How much ever, like after many, many years of enjoyment of the planet, a pious person is achieving what? The righteous people. He had found a proper way, or he has learned this system. What will happen? He will take, if the soul leaves, and if the soul has to come back again for whatever so reason, that soul will be born in these families. Which family? Family of righteous people. Already they know they are little bit elevated. That means they know the yoga system. They are into bhakti. 1 second. 6.40. Yes. Partha Naivek, sorry, that is 40. I told no, for in 40, Arjuna is asking, what will happen like cloud? If I lose my identity, what will happen? So Krishna says, Prapya Punya Kritam Lokan, Ushitva Shashwati Sama, Shuchina, Srimata, Gehe. Because these words come in another place also, in another chapter also. Shuchina, Srimatam, Gehe. Shuchinam, righteous people. Srimatam, family of aristocracy. That is those who are already very, very rich. In their family, if someone is born, they don't have to waste much of their lifetime in learning so many things already, because they have learnt in the previous birth. They are already taking place in a very, very pious family. A family which are the whole family who all are involved in pious activities, karmic activities. They are not involved in karma. He takes his birth. This is when a person reaches a very, very high level of yogic system. Normal yogic system, middle level, he'll be born in aristocratic family. But what will happen if a person takes birth in such families, like who could not achieve 100% success, already maybe 90 or 95%, 85% somebody has achieved. If the soul leaves the body, what will happen? So for that, Krishna is saying, no need to worry for that. He will take birth in a transcendentalist house, because already they are elevated devotees. Already they are, what to say? I mean, into bhakti. So a baby born into that family, they don't have to start from ABC. As it is Nega Vikrama Nashosti. We don't have to take a start from zero in bhakti. But here, like, they will remember Bhagavatam, etc. Simple brush up is needed. They listen to Bhagavatam once and it is by hearted. It is possible. There are many. Nowadays, if you go to YouTube, many, even ISKCON devotees' children, in the beginning, where like 5 years, 6 years, they know Bhagavad Gita and things like that. That's what they... Narada Muni is again, he doesn't have any restriction. He will keep on roaming. Did you tell me that to answer one question? I said we'll see later. Hare Krishna. Okay, this is a rungs of yoga. Rungs means the yoga ladder system. All other yogas are progression towards the destination of bhakti. This I already told. Any yoga, or karma yoga, or ashtanga yoga, or bhakti yoga, any yoga we take, the final destination is bhakti yoga only. For like you can touch the nose like this, or you can touch like this also. So directly switch on the elevator and go in bhakti yoga. And I mean, after a little bit of practice, you'll be taken to Goloka. But it is not possible, no? Everybody who has been practicing yoga, we can't say they have reached up to the destination of bhakti yoga. The eligibility may not be there. So Krishna is saying, okay, fine. Anyone wants to go for yoga, there will be many, filtering process. And then they decide. So, but here, fortunately, Bhakti Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, Jnana Yoga, and Karma Yoga. The last one. Yes, okay. Bhakti Yoga, she is the topmost, but it is the direct path. Instead of going floor by floor by floor by floor, there is one switch, one elevator which directly takes us to Goloka. That is Bhakti Yoga. Ashtanga Yoga is actually earlier it used to be 8 only. Now lot of importance is given to the physical posture. That is Ashta Anga. 8 limbs, it is known as LIMBS, limbs. 8 different limbs are there. And Jnana Yoga is till the time we achieve the, maybe self-realization. That's it. Karma Yoga, okay, here they are able to understand why karma is, what to say that? Karma Yoga means it is for purity of the heart. People who do Karma Yoga, heart is purified. People who do Jnana Yoga, they come up to the level of self-realization. So what is self-realization? I am not this body, I am the soul. And those who are in Ashtanga Yoga level, they have already realized the Paramatma. So here you can say Sat Chit Anand also we can say, or we can compare this to the, Ashtanga Yoga. So Karma Yoga leads to purification of the heart. Jnana Yoga leads to self-realization. Ashtanga Yoga, that is, there is another word, Buddhi Yoga, yes. So that is realization of Paramatma. So there is one Paramatma in me. So Jnana Yoga or Buddhi Yoga, then Ashtanga Yoga. Ashtanga Yoga, or we can call it as Dhyana Yoga also. So Jnana Yoga or Buddhi Yoga, self-realization takes place. Ashtanga Yoga or Dhyana Yoga, there the Paramatma realization takes place. But only in Bhakti Yoga, Bhagavan realization will take place. So say Brahman realization is what? Everything is the light effulgent. So people do not want to go into different lokas. They say we will merge into the Brahman. So that means the moment the soul leaves the body and it gets merged with the, that soul gets merged with a higher planetary system, till the time they find next suitable body, they will be just moving over there. So the Lord knows when the suitable body comes, he will send it back. But in Bhagavan realization, such realization is also there. Chit realization is also there. And Bhagavan realization is also there. One more time I'll tell. Karma Yoga leads to heart purification. Jnana Yoga is the self-realization. Ashtanga Yoga or Dhyana Yoga is the actual Ashtanga Yoga. No? We perform yoga, etc. Bhakti Yoga is the Bhagavan realization. So you need to understand. Such Chit Anand. Jnana Yoga, such realization. Chit realization is Ashtanga Yoga, and Bhagavan realization is Bhakti Yoga. Therefore, Bhakti Yoga has got all three. So don't get confused. Karma is also very, very important. Just now we saw in the previous chapter. Is it not? Then why will Krishna say immediately, don't go and take the, what you call, don't go get involved in that karma. Don't take the karma path. If you take, but at the same time, karma is needed to purify the heart. So we need to understand, directly nobody can go to bhakti. So the step by step, if we proceed, achieving the ultimate objective is very easy. That is why Krishna told in the 3rd chapter, 4th chapter, 5th chapter, do action. Perform activity. The more you perform, the more the, what do you call, we say no, the more we use the brain gets sharpened. Same way. The more karma we do, the more past karmas are getting burnt. Jnana Yoga, that is Jnana, Ashtanga and Bhakti Yoga we will see. Karma Yoga we are finishing because today is the last shloka for Karma Yoga. Yes, this is a very, 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 very important verse. One second. Yeah, it's a last verse. All of you can repeat. Please repeat this very, very beautiful and important verse. Yoginam api sarvesham. Are you repeating? Yoginam api sarvesham.
Yoginam api sarvesha.
Man gatenantaram atmanaha.
Man gate
Gatena taratmanaha.
kate na
Taratmanaha.
taratmanaha.
Shraddhavan bhajate yoman.
Shraddhavan bhajate yo
Mam.
yoma
Same yukta tamo mataha.
same yukta tamo matah.
Yes. So very, very important verse it is. And of all yogis, he who always abide in me with great faith. So faith is very important. Worshipping me in transcendental loving service is most intimately united with me. And in yoga, and that is the highest of all. Okay. See, just now we saw out of all yogis. Who are the yogis we saw? Can you write? The previous slide was that only. Out of all yogis. Can you please write in chat? Who were the yogis just now we saw? Out of all these yogis. Yeah, this is last slide. There's no other slide. And of all yogis, he who always abides in me with great faith, worshipping me in transcendental loving service, is the most intimately united with me in yoga. And he is the highest of all. This is what Krishna says. This is in, I think, some Upanishad. Some Upanishad it is said. Kateya dhyayato vinayo treta viseno satyayuga what yuga dharma, treta yuga what yuga dharma, that verse it is. Kateya dhyayato vishnuhu tretaya yajato makau dvav pare paricharyaya kalau tas adar kirtanat. Oh, singer not given. Okay. Treta Yuga in the Satya Yuga. What was Satya Yuga Dharma? Meditation. Treta Yuga Yuga Dharma was Yajna, performing yajnas. And Dwapara Yuga, Yuga Dharma was temple worship. And Kali Yuga, Yuga Dharma, all of you know, Nama Sankirtan. Is it not? So Mahamantra significantly reduces the stress and the mood of the ignorance. Yesterday we discussed, right, mood of Sattva, Guna, Raja and Tamo. And considerably increases the mode of what is written, Mataji? Can anyone read? It's hiding in my thing. Goodness. Okay, I got it. Mahamantra significantly. So in Kali Yuga, once we chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, that is the goodness. March of Social Service program at Florida. Okay, this was that time. During COVID time, these slides are made. No? One more quote we can read. When I am stressed out, I chant. It is one thing which charges my batteries. It clears my mind and brings me back in focus. See, so many people, even Mahatma Gandhi, Einstein, they all have written about yoga. They all have recommended yoga. But the same people, after seeing the Bhagavatam, that is the best Yuga Dharma. Kali Yuga Dharma is to be in association, reading Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam, and chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. That is ABCD, of course, association. B, books reading. C, chanting. D, prasadam. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. When I'm nervous, I find chanting very calm. When I don't get, when I don't get shaken up at little things, that time Krishna is able to get me also, like unshaken. When I'm nervous, yoga will help. But bhakti is the best. Whatever is said and done. All this yoga, as even Arjuna is asking, there are fall downs possible. But in bhakti, there is no question of fall down at all. Nega Vikramanashosti. Remember? Even in this today's chapter also Krishna said, no, 6.40 and 41. What will happen? If you are at the very, what you call, initial stage of doing this kind of bhakti, something is happening, then what will happen? When the soul leaves, you will take a birth in a devotee family, so that right from your birth, you will start the bhakti. And you will also help many other devotees to get elevated. Hare Krishna. Yes, Mataji is. Mataji is requesting. Yeah, okay. Hare Krishna. Mataji has posted. Anybody having any doubt? This yoga system for Kali Yuga, it is not feasible. Unless and until you are okay. How much ever we want to do, we will do. We are determined next birth, we will take place either in the Shuchiram Shimatangege, either in the aristocratic family or in the pious family. So that we will start our journey right from the beginning. Is there anybody else to say that? Or you are there? Even anything happening, Krishna will not leave. That faith, along with that faith, what is required? The swalpamapyasya, what swalpa buddhi, what we can do, we need to do it, and then only we can. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यश्च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः अनंत कोटि वैष्णववृंद की जय शीला प्रभुपाद की जय all glories to assembled devotees Hare Krishna all glories to assembled devotees Hare Krishna all glories to Guru and Gauranga Hari Hari Bol Hare Krishna Nega Mataji, has anyone written any doubt other than what is here? Okay. Yes. Hare Krishna.